The tempo.
Damn, we back to good. All right, I want to welcome you out to another episode of the Tempo Show, Tempopodtv. This particular episode is sponsored by Royals Keepers. Y'all definitely got to go to her website, Goddess of Enlightenment. I'm gonna have the tag sitting right here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check it out. She got all the hair oils for men and women. So y'all make sure y'all go check her out. We have another set of very talented Instagram comedians in here today. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. We're going to start out with my man right here. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Man, my IG is Dats_Wildnhenndawg. You can call me Henndawg. That's all you can call me. You can't call me Tay or nothing unless I know you.
The nigga had the Henndawg coming in this motherfucker. He wasn't playing no games about the Henndawg shit.
And I'm feeling it already. This shit is real.
Oh, that's what's up. See, because I'm going to have some real questions, too. You know what I'm saying? You're going to open up all this motherfucker.
Don't do that to me.
Oh, yeah. What's going on, brother? Introduce yourself.
They call me Juanito Papito. Or you call me You call me Poppy. Or you call me Poppy Chocolate. Or Juwanuwild on Instagram.
Wait. What's the name on Instagram?
Juwanuwild.
Juwanuwild. Oh, okay. How I ended up, linking up with these brothers, I just be scrambling, you know what I'm saying, on the IG and shit. And usually I just be all up on my own shit. So I only follow the people I follow. And I just happened to come across one of y'all videos and shit. And I was like, yo, I seen this nigga first. This nigga funny as shit, boy. I seen one, I was like, yo, this nigga fucking dumb as shit. I started scrolling down, and that's when I seen you on the jump shit. I was like, man, these dudes hilarious, man. I had to get y'all up in there, man. Like, how long have y'all been doing IG videos and shit like that?
You can go ahead.
I'm trying to think of mine. I posted my first video 2015 on Instagram. Because before that, I started off on Vine. Typical.
Oh, so you was on Vine. Oh, so
yeah.
you a veteran out this motherfucker.
And I started when I was young, making little Facebook videos with my little sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Oh, that's good.
Well, with me, I'm a rookie, you know. I've been starting this off in February, way before my birthday. You know, I wanted to do something funny. My man's hopped me over and like, man, do this funny video. Then he was like, man, you got raw talent, man. Keep it going. I was like, yeah. I'm definitely going to keep it going, and that's how I flow.
That's lit. So would y'all classify yourselves as like IG comedians? How would you classify yourself if you had the label, you know what I'm saying, if somebody asked you?
Right now it's going to be IG comedian. I got to stand up with Fat Draco October 18th.
Okay.
It's going to be at the Big Chief. Man, shout out to Fat Draco, man, for letting me get on that. That'd be my first stand-up, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
After that, I don't know what I'm going to classify myself. But right now it's going to be just IG.
I'd just say an entertainer, just like the entertainer around.
Oh, that's good. It seems like a lot, like in the climate that we in now, like you can't just be doing one thing. It seems like it's mostly about branding yourself. You know, like if you especially people don't just want to hear your stand up and your jokes. Like people want to see you kind of interact. And you know what I'm saying? Like you at home. You know what I'm saying? That's why the IG videos they hit so hard because they talk about real life situations. You know what I'm saying? Especially videos y'all be making this shit. What would you say was your favorite video that you made?
My favorite? I'd say with me and my brother and my girlfriend, his girl, you know, he popped up and I'm like, man, where the bitches at, man? I'm like, both our girls there. I'm like, man, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
I was like, man, go ahead, get out, man. Man. Just get the fuck out, bro. He was like, man, what I do? I'm like, I just had a Kirk off, bro. That's how real life scenario.
That is real, man.
Especially if you drunk off the Hendo. A nigga would say anything out his mouth.
If niggas don't be understanding the situations, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, we as men, you know what I'm saying, we talk a certain way around each other and shit, you know what I'm saying? But you know, when your girl around and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, you know, we talk a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen what was it one? It's a Detroit comedian, Jackpot the Juice, y'all heard of him?
Jackpot the Juice. I saw the Explorer, I heard of him.
He a funny ass nigga. He stay talking about that shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like when you be on the phone, you know what I'm saying, with your girl and shit, and then you have a nigga motherfucker sitting right next to you, like, hey, look, yo, you know, we got the bitches coming through and shit. He be like,
happened before.
What? He be like, oh yeah. So I'm gonna come pick you up later, cuz, you know what I'm saying? He tried to deflect on all of that shit. That should be funny.
This shit is real life. That shit is real.
Especially when they do it with your mom while you on the phone with your mom, you be like, we about to go fuck later on. I'm like, damn. Damn, bro. Chill.
That's why I don't even put niggas on speakerphone, bro.
And the crazy thing, my mother even follow me, man. She be like, "Yeah, I like your stuff." I'm like, "You getting a little out of hand." I'm like, "Shit, why are you following me?" You know
That's funny as shit. My mama don't follow none of that. Like I'd be like, all right, every time, like, yeah, I'll be doing this little podcast thing. She'd be like, oh yeah, that's cool. That's what's up. Hey, look, we can keep it just like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to be freelance for my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like so, like I know you said, you know what I'm saying. You got a first your stand up going, so that's where you kind of want to. That's where you want to transition to. You want to, you know what I'm saying, do the IG videos and then do a comedian thing. Like, what's the future for you?
I'm trying to do the comedian thing. I just wanted to still tell my story, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just in a funny way, you know what I'm saying? Everybody go through it. I mean, if you're in D.C., Maryland, or Virginia, you know it's hard, so.
What's this? Speaking of telling your story and shit, like, where you from?
I am from Washington, D.C., Southeast, Yuma Street. You know what I'm saying? If nobody know, you could be we like in the middle of Waller, Contours, the alley. I mean, whatever you want to step to, that's what you call it.
Man, that shit's crazy as shit. Like I remember back in the day, like all them niggas was just beefing with each other. Like the niggas was like right next to each other and shit.
Talking about jive. Nigga, they like throwing rocks at the fuck you. Throwing rocks at the motherfuckers across the street. This shit is real. This shit is real.
No, that
Shit was real. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody from different parts, man, they all got a story. I mean, it was tough back then, but.
Well, what would you say was one of the craziest situations you got into around Yuma?
Oh, man.
I told him since he's gonna sip the Henny, I'ma ask him.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? You wanna sip the Henny, you know what I'm saying? We gonna get into it.
It was, shit. I ain't gonna say too much.
Yeah, you ain't gotta say. You can leave the names out of it, and this is all allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Right.
I mean, I was just trying to chill on the block. You know, allegedly somebody came up, man, follow me. I'm like, follow you. All right, I'm gonna follow you. So we go down.
Oh, all right, yeah, cool.
At the bottom of Yuma. You know what I'm saying? And they were like, yeah, what that whoop whoop at? You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, oh shit. What the fuck I'm getting myself into? So I'm like, man, what's going on, man? Nah, hold on, man. Just stay right here. I'm like, I look at this dude's eyes. I'm like, oh, this man's looking to fight. So, the other dude come up talking about, yeah, I heard you fucking this joint, fucking that joint. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm trying to stop him. A hand swung. Whoop! It missed the person supposed to hit and hit me. So I'm like, oh, hell no. So I'm not thinking like, damn, nigga, don't jump the dude. No, you stole me. It's not about him no more. It's
Right.
You stole me. So they're like, oh, they jumping. I'm like, oh, real quick. I'm like, oh, shit. This dude look like we jumping this dude. But shit, he stole me. Everybody saw that.
Right.
Cause everybody like, ooh. So I'm like, oh, you put the ooh shit. Oh, my God. You got me fucked up. Like, you ain't about to put me on IG and then my ass popped off. No.
Nah, you niggas ain't about to be yelling world star around me. You got me fucked up and shit. Like, what's going? We ain't even get to your man. Like, where you from?
DC, man. Born and raised around DuPont Circle, so I can't relate to none of that.
I like keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? I like the honesty.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing.
Man, what? That shit.
Luck to you, bro. That is a blessing.
Yeah.
That shit crazy. That shit crazy. Like, man, it's wild, especially around the way because, like, you know, like. As you grow up, you kind of have to learn that, you know, just because everybody try to think, oh, yeah, we from the same hood and shit like that. So, you know, we all fuck with each other. But you guys see the snakes in your own, you know what I'm saying, in your own, like, little section. And I tell you, like one of the particular stories, my man Yusuf going to come in this joint in a little while, you know what I'm saying? So we probably elaborate on the jump. But had a particular situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, basically I had went off to college and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I always thought that everybody fuck with a nigga and all that other shit. And, matter of fact, hold on, we're going to take a little break. Hold on, we're going to chop that real quick. All right, we back at it, little technical difficulties and shit. But back to the story. So whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went off to college and shit. And, you know, I'm thinking everybody fuck with me and shit. And, you know, my mother gave me a call and was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? They done broke into the crib and stuff and took the moped and she out here kirking out on me. I told you stop hanging out with these motherfuckers. These niggas don't fuck with you, this, and that. So I'm like, oh, I was like, oh, yeah, that's a bet. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I stayed in North Carolina. I drove all the way back. That weekend, I drove all the way back. And so, you know, with my man Monte and shit, like, you know, my mom, that's always been my right hand man since we was little and shit. He was like, man, you know, through the grapevine, they heard Woo the Woo was driving your, you know what I'm saying, riding your moped and shit. You know what I'm saying, around the school and shit. Cause you know, niggas fuck around, they steal shit, and where the fuck you gonna go, nigga? You don't got shit to, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no plug to sell it, you know what I'm saying? So might as well, you just stole it to ride around. Sorry, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? So when I came back and I found out who Woo the Woo was, I was like, oh, why? Because I didn't really know everybody that was involved. You know what I'm saying? I just knew it was one particular dude. So I was like, oh, the stamp. And this is how I fucked up. So I put it out there off the top, thinking that, you know what I'm saying, like I had a certain amount of respect in the hood. Fuck, I put it off the top. I was like, hey, yo, when I see Cuzzo, that's it. It's going to be me and him, straight up. You know what I'm saying? But I put the word out there before I really got myself together. You know what I'm saying? So,
it be like that, man.
Right, yeah,
I
I should have just, because I was just angry. You know what I'm saying? So I done drove all the way back. I'm ready to, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I say within like, it was like later on that day. Like I'm talking about like a couple hours later and shit. That was like 11 o'clock. I said that shit. Like by 2 o'clock, niggas coming down the joint deep as shit. You know what I'm saying? Down the joint deep as shit and shit. Like coming to holler at me. And it was just me and Monte out the joint posted up and shit. And I'm sitting up there, mind you, these all the niggas that I know. You know what I'm saying? Like these all the niggas that I know. Man, bluffing. So anyway, so motherfucking so all right, so niggas come down off the rip. So I'm thinking like, all right, so I see the nigga come down. So I'm like, all right, bet he want to get in. He was like, oh, you said I stole your moped and shit. I was like, son, it's not even the discussion. You know what I'm saying? Like we already know what it is.
It's all hands thrown.
Exactly. So we get, you know what I'm saying, off the buck. I'm like, bet, let's get it in. Boom. You know what I'm saying? We start going at it off the rip. So you know you ever been fighting a nigga, then next thing you know you feel, whew, whew, whew. You be like, oh shit, niggas trying to jump me. You know what I'm saying? I be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck niggas gonna try to jump me as if I'm in the wrong? Niggas broke into my shit, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know that it wasn't just cuz, it was, you know what I'm saying? It was like boom, woo, woo. And so
the whole team.
You know, Monte came through and shit, you know what I'm saying? Got this, you know what I'm saying? Everything ended up clean and shit like that. Shit was straight. Like I ain't get jumped, you know what I'm saying? So everything was good to go. But like it was a powerful lesson, you know what I'm saying, for me to learn it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You think the niggas fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? You think the niggas is just because we stay in the same hood. We done fought niggas together. You know what I'm saying? We done went across the way in the eye, wrecking whole other hoods together. You thinking that shit loyalty, man? That shit ain't about nothing.
Sometimes it's all about keeping a close circle. You know
Man, that's a fact.
And you just have to be like, man, I trust only my circle. Don't mean I don't fuck with the next person. I just only trust my circle. That's where you to bring in. That's my brother. It's not even my friend no more. That's my brother.
Right.
That's my brother. That's my brother. This about to be my little brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know he's trying to strive. My man trying to strive. Right. The only goal in the hood is trying to get out the hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z said it better. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get out the hood, not to stay in the hood. But if you trapping the hood, man, if you trying to get help, man, we out here to help. That's
where you got to surround yourself with people, you know what I'm saying, that are like-minded when it comes to that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because like the wildest part, when the shit really hit the fan, that's when you start to learn that like, everybody claim they solid. You know what I'm saying? Everybody claim that, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, when push come to shove and shit, like I'm all about that shit. I ain't telling on nobody. Man, we had endless situations around the way. All of a sudden, we all supposed to be tight men and shit. All of a sudden, niggas get cases. Everybody start coming in. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, oh, he snitched on cuz. Niggas telling the hood that niggas snitched on, you know what I'm saying? Niggas snitched on me when whole time I was the one telling everybody. You know what I'm saying? I was telling on everybody. So to get that shit off of me, I'm gonna tell on, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell the whole hood out like that you snitch. So now don't nobody know who to trust and shit like that, man. That's why.
See, the thing is, if you ain't no real street nigga, just don't be it. Just be like, look, I was born in that neighborhood. I ain't no street nigga. 'Cause I ain't no street nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Me neither.
But I ain't gonna be like, oh, that street nigga he wild unless you do something out of the ordinary. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was never a street nigga. I was always the person that I just want to ball, play with my good men, stand around the way, and make sure everybody is good. Make sure nobody get killed. A lot of people around my way was getting killed like that. Whether it can be the police, whether it can be your own man, it could be somebody from another hood. The shit is crazy. I'm just like, let's just come together go back to the old side, the old school.
Right.
But before me, it was never no, everybody just chill. It was always something in the back door.
Right.
You just ain't know about it. I'm
Right.
definitely gonna know about it because I ain't no
Right.
street nigga. I ain't
Right.
out here in the street.
Right.
I don't mind being out there, but I don't
Mhm.
want to be caught in a situation that I have to be like, where was you at such and such date and such and such time? I don't
Right.
even want to put nobody out there like
Exactly, and I could say for myself, and that's what kind of like you start to notice. That's what kind of like separated me whole time because I was what I'm saying Monte, Joe, they could attest. You know what I'm saying when I'd be outside off the brick, waking up off the early morning, go grab Monte, go grab when we about to hit the court, out here balling. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always like I always when I ain't never skip school. You know what I'm saying? Never skip school because I mean most like I was always wrestling or playing football or something like that. You know what
See,
I'm saying?
my teachers was some motherfucking bitches.
Same, same.
Fuck that. But I respect them because now I know because they ain't getting paid a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I feel you.
They got a tough job. You know what I'm saying? They got a tough job because a lot of times like people be thinking that all you got to do is, and then half the time motherfuckers don't even be working. You know what I'm saying? They just sending their kids off to school and shit like that. Like they expecting the teachers to real life give their kids some type of structure, or maybe they don't even give a fuck. But then the teachers got to come in there, and they already working off bullshit pay. You know what I'm saying? Like the classes, the school is really not financed the way it should be, and we not focusing on the right things and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So they got they got to deal with your attitude and you going through shit, your parents beating on you, you know what I'm saying? Your mother going through this, you know what I'm saying? Everybody
Kirking off
around
on
you
everybody.
dregs, you know what I'm
Kirking off
saying?
on everybody.
Especially,
Right.
especially DC schools, man.
Yeah.
I can tell you they wow.
Even Maryland though. Even Maryland, like I could say like Crossland, Suitland,
Suitland.
all
Suitland.
them joints
Yeah,
like
You gotta say that again. Suitland.
Suitland
Right.
I heard a lot about.
Gotta say that one more time. Suitland.
yeah, man. So it's job fucked up out here. So it's so much. It's so many negative things going on in the world that I think that the only way that you're going to be able to make it is to focus on positivity and progression. You know what I'm saying? That's who I bring along. You know what I'm saying? That's why I only really bring a certain amount of rappers on my joint. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of rappers they tend to I understand they working on their shit. They try and get their shit off, but to me, if you're not like number one, if you're not really working hard to make and working hard don't mean just putting out a mixtape and then throwing it on the gram and then thinking that you the shit. Nah,
That's the thing. It's about continuously working
right.
and taking risks. You gotta take risks. Like
Absolutely.
if a person
Smart
come up
risk.
to you like here producer, I want you on the stage doing it. I'm gonna have like 1,000 people. How you gonna act?
Nigga be lucky.
People
if
be
get
like,
that.
how am I act? Like, I only did it for 50 people.
Exactly.
You telling 1,000? I'm scared as hell. It don't matter, man. Push out.
Yeah. No, you got
Push
and you
out.
got and you also got to be willing to when you go to a show, you got to get your name out there. When you go to a show and there's 4 people in that bitch, you need to come in that bitch with the energy. Like, yeah, I'm about to kill this shit, then I'm gonna go on and move on and work with something else and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
And it's the same thing like this comedy thing. I'm
comedy
not
is
gonna lie.
exactly
I'm
the
gonna
same
be
way.
scared as hell, but it's like you see the crowd. They're only worried about the people that's there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you gotta sell it. You just gotta tell what you about to make a laugh, and
Yeah, you definitely got to work hard. I follow a lot of podcasts with like certain comedians, and they say that like stand up. Even Lil Duval, that that nigga hilarious. I fuck with him, but he be talking a lot of real shit, and he was talking about like especially like for IG comedians to kind of transition into that into the actual stand up and comedy world. Like they just think that because they funny online that shit gonna work. And you
gotta test yourself.
like you gotta like real life. You gotta be writing down your set, and you gotta be working on your set and perfecting it and going over it and over and shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you might just have to ad lib on the shit. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be ready to like really put some shit out there, and everybody ain't gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like a heckler's gonna come through. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, I ain't really come. Like you said, like you gonna be coming up probably like on the first first sets and shit. So niggas ain't really come to see you. And so they think that and they ain't had no drinks in them, so they ain't really up to laughing just yet. You know what I'm saying? And they just be like, get this nigga, la da 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 da. I feel like I'm funnier than this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be able to, get them the fuck out the
That's
way.
why you
know what
gotta.
I'm saying?
To me, I feel as though when I get up on that stage, you gotta get the crowd into you. You gotta talk to the crowd, not tell your story and they're gonna be like, okay, he's telling a story. You gotta ask questions. You gotta be like, man, look, what's your name? Man, how long you been doing this? How long you been doing
Interact
that?
with the
You
crowd.
gotta
and
ask
stuff.
questions. You gotta get them into it. Then you make that joke. And then sometimes you gotta join on yourself. Shit. People love that shit.
People love when you're not self-conscious about your own life and shit like that.
Like the shit, I'm like, look, some motherfuckers call me Slim Doug.
Damn.
Birdman, little brother. Birdman, brother. The shit is true. I looked at it. I compare the shit. I'm like, I'm not putting that on.
That shit fact. Hey, look, niggas fire me up all the time. Like I had Banner, I had Loso in this joint, and I had Foots. And so it was a little podcast where I was like, all right, it's wild stories and shit. So I was asking them, what was the wildest shit you ever did to a female, how you lose your virginity and all of that. And it was hilarious and shit, but I'm going to keep it 1,000. For the last 30 minutes, they basically just cut up my sign. They just cut up. They just go, Master P looking ass. Why the fuck your mouth open? La 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 la. They cut my sign up for like a 30 minutes. Go ahead. Y'all niggas can cut it up if you want. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, you got to be open to that shit.
Shit is real Atlantic. He look like
right. I see the pic. I like that one.
I'm sick.
Yeah, so it's like I never I don't like I'm very secure in myself. So you know what I'm saying, like I definitely don't mind people cracking shit. Especially like I go to comedy. Like I went to when I went to see Banner and them at halftime. It was Banner, Loso, Waffle Man, Cray. All of them was on the joint. Funny ass lit. Foots was on it. I thought Foots came off the joint off the buck, and he killed the shit out of that. Shout out to Foots, man. He killed. That's one of the reasons why I had him on the show. Like he just had the energy off the buck.
Foots gonna be in the stand up too, man.
Foots is like that. Foots don't give a fuck
and
shit. So I don't remember if it was Cray TV or Waffle Man or whatever, but I was like, I'm kind of posting on the side because I was doing the filming. And you know what I'm saying? Look, when you at a comedy show, I'm posted up at the front. A lot of times I'm just gonna cut up whoever right here.
That's your mistake right there.
Right? I mean, look,
no.
It's
That's not the thing either. Don't be the by bar, especially if you're gonna watch David Ruffin shit. Man, I'm by the bar. He mentioned somebody with dreads. I'm like, fuck. Here we go.
Here we go. Like,
here we go.
And you can't talk no shit back because number one, you don't have the mic. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to do that.
Exactly. They just gonna cut you, especially with niggas like David Ruffin. That nigga, you talk about energy. I don't know who has more energy in the DMV for real for when it comes to comedy than Ruffin and Loso. Because them niggas.
I like that shit because they give people that want to do stand up but kind of afraid to push it out there, man. Be yourself. That's all. That's all you have to do is be yourself.
That's real. All right, so we just gonna cut into this bullshit that's been going on. What the fuck is up with Shawty? What's her name?
Valencia.
Yeah,
like that.
Bally Fugaze. I don't know what the fuck.
Balada.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, I cut a little video on this shit. Right. So basically, for people who don't know, but there's nobody that's gonna watch this that ain't gonna know the situation's going on. But basically, you know what I'm saying? Shawty out here trying to promote a mixtape. You know what I'm saying? The same bitch that motherfucking, 2 years ago was fucking with everybody. You know what I'm saying? The DMV, Atlanta, Atlanta niggas, they just don't rap like DMV. DMV hard as shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then out of nowhere talking about we stole niggas' flows and all that other shit. Like, what's up with it? What's up with these rappers always trying to fucking talk shit? You know what I'm saying? To try to promote their mixtape.
It's kind of. Oh, you go ahead. Go.
I'm gonna be real. I always thought she was from here.
I thought she looked like she from here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bony joint, tattoos, fucked up weave. You know what I'm saying? That's like, nah, I'm just playing. We have plenty beautiful women. I'm just playing. But she does kind of look. Yeah, she looked like she's from kind of terrace. You know what I'm saying? Like
wow, bro. Wow.
She looked like she be walking down Good Hope. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, bro.
You know what I'm saying? She be like, can I get 2 cigarettes for the 75 cents?
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, am I not playing? Like she look like she smoked hella cigarettes.
Yeah.
Like two seconds away from a motherfucking K2.
Oh man.
Shit zombie.
Did you see the one video? Well, I just seen that joint probably like 10, like right before we did the podcast. I guess she was wrecking a bitch or whatever.
Oh, they put a wig
Rico.
on.
Rico.
That was Rico. That was Rico.
That was her.
Oh, she came because she already knew the wig. She looked like
that wasn't Rico. That wasn't Rico. Asian dog. Oh, I'm
That was
sorry.
Asian
Rico.
dog?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
okay,
apologize. I apologize.
but
That
yeah,
shit was crazy.
so
I'm
she
like,
knew exactly what to do. I'm
the fuck is this?
gonna snatch this bitch ball real quick, then give you one. Whoop, boom. I was like, oh, check this out, bony ass. They probably weigh like $1.25 together. That joke was
She can't
wild.
be a rapper.
And then I was like, you know,
She
what I'm
was
saying?
sick.
Man, I was
she
listening
going through
to a couple, and don't, and this is, but you know what the crazy part? I was like, son, I gotta hear. She gotta be fucking have some flow to just be popping off at the mouth like that. So I scrolled down a couple of the IG videos, and I was like, okay, so you just need a buzz because you just don't really have talent like that. That makes sense. That makes sense. That really makes
That
sense.
nigga Davey made like endless videos.
Davey,
man.
hey,
Oh,
Davey
man.
funny as shit,
I
bro.
put down
I was
like,
just like,
damn.
and then A-Pat, man.
Oh, you
Y'all
gotta-
gotta stop disrespecting my man A-Pat, man. Keep
Who be
putting his...
disrespecting A-Pat?
Nah. They keep fucking trying to report his videos because
Son,
that shit is funny to me. I
that
mean,
shit
if you're a comedian,
gay.
you're gonna push out some shit like that. I don't do stuff like that because I don't do the Jonah shit. But it's just like the way you look, it's true. Like come on, man.
But look,
I
like,
don't
I
even
can
want to put
say-
my brother out there, but come on, man. If it's shorty, because if you've been out here, you've been around my fucking block. You know what I'm saying? You've been around my block, and you telling my brother and them, oh, let's go downtown. Ain't nothing down there for Georgetown. You know what I'm saying? You Atlanta, cuz don't try to go down Georgetown. If you want to be in part of the hood, you good, you safe. She was all acting scared and shit, man. That shit.
That's wild as
I don't
shit.
even
It's
fuck
funny
with
that
you.
you
I don't
brought
even
up
know
that
what
IG shit, because that IG shit be blowing it. Because for me, for them to, for like, you know, IG is I know it's a private company, but it's a public platform. So there has to be some type of justice system within that platform. Somebody shouldn't just be able to click, you know what I'm saying, report your page, and then they just cut it off without talking to you, without being able for you to explain your case, you know what I'm saying, on why your video is not, you know what I'm saying, it shouldn't be removed, you know what I'm saying? And that's
It's crazy because it don't give comedians the standpoint of making the situation funny.
exactly, you're exactly, you holding comedians back because now they gotta real live watch what they say. Like, they can't be as authentic as they want to be because they gotta worry about whether they, you know what I'm saying, whether their video gonna be reported and they not gonna be able to get the views. Like, I had Pap and Goofy's on the joint, and we talked about that joint for a minute. Like, it was just like, you know, like, Goofy shit was just like, son, just unfollow me. And I don't like, yo, that makes so much sense. Just, if I don't like what you got on your page, I'm going to unfollow you. That just makes sense, you know. Like the same thing with me. Like, you know what I'm saying. If I follow you and I go smacking your DM and you don't say nothing, I'ma unfollow you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see your page no more. Like, I don't want to foul. What am I? Exactly. We all good. I'm not about to be a follow on your list though. Nah.
I ain't gonna lie though. I need some little.
Oh yeah, somebody tap the man out and shit.
Tap
you know
me
what I'm
out,
saying?
please.
But yeah,
You
like,
know my name. Stop faking. Come on.
but yeah, so that should just be so fucking fugazi
Appreciate
and
it.
shit, bro. Like, so I mean, I don't really know where it's headed. I think that Instagram and them, they need to fucking get that shit together. But they real live, like, I think that, like, cause it's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than just the comedian shit. Like, Instagram, Twitter, all these joints. Oh, you can just handle the bottle. Yeah, you can just handle the bottle. That's cool. Shit. I mean, I don't know. This ain't my bottle. I can't even drink. So, you know, it's all. Oh shit, he about to pour you some. But yeah, so like, motherfucking, like, it's deeper than this IG shit. Hey, he just handed you the bottle. Yeah, you got it. But it's exactly Dog. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
That shit is hot. That shit is not. No, it's still.
Hey, look,
no,
man, look, shit.
That shit
Niggas
is
ain't
hot.
had no ice. I'm sorry to tell you.
I think say cognac hot.
Yeah, but like, so like I said, it's deeper than just the comedian shit, because Instagram, Twitter, all these platforms, Yahoo, they're run by a heavy liberal type of people. So they not just cutting off the IG comedians. They cutting off anybody who has something opposition. They really demonetizing anybody who has opposition to the things that they believe in, right? So even conservative people, right? Like people that don't necessarily believe in some of the same shit. Like, you can say what you want about Donald Trump and about the conservative like movement, and you cannot agree with it. But what I don't agree with is that you demonetizing and trying to cut their pages down. You know what I'm saying? Free speech is real. Just the same way I believe in free speech. You know what I'm saying? For y'all. And for people that, you know what I'm saying, that I agree with.
It's in the Constitution.
Exactly. Like, it needs to be free speech for everybody involved. And if you start, like, I think, and I might be wrong, but like in the art of war, and I might be wrong about this, but I was reading that joint the other day, and it was talking about, the weapons that you make for yourself today, your enemy is gonna have those 10 years from now. You know what I'm saying? So if you create this platform where you create this system where you have the ability to cut off whoever that don't think about what you thinking about. So when they get control of it, they gonna do the same thing to you. So that's why free speech and all of that shit is so important. You know what I'm saying? Like even when Kanye was talking his bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Like let him talk all the dumb shit that he wants to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like because number one, if you were looking to Kanye West for political accuracy in his commentary, then you're fucking retarded. That's just like when Lil Wayne was talking about he was saying like they was talking about like he was disrespecting black fans or something like that, or I can't remember. You remember that one interview where Wayne was talking, but he was like, man, I don't know what the fuck y'all talk about.
All over social media.
Right, yeah, it was like, I don't know what the fuck. I love the white people, you know what I'm saying? My favorite, most of my fans is white, you know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what you said. It's his fans. I mean, you gotta understand that some people don't feel that way. Everybody feel as though if the black community is taking a little downfall, every black person has to say something. I mean, it's only
like you can't have a difference of opinion.
It's only certain people of white or any other race saying something. It's not every white or something like that. Because if that's the case, Lil Wayne won't be as that much. You know,
right? He wouldn't be where it's at. And that to even to kind of expound on that point, like one of the biggest things for me is like, all right, so if you like all right, so if we have this certain idea, right? Like so everybody doesn't like Donald Trump or whatever the case may be. If everybody thinks the same and we can't voice our opinions, then we can't grow, right? Because if you think that you have everything figured out in your 30 or 20 something years of existence without doing any research, but you got life and all this shit figured out, then something's wrong with you. This is how we progress. We take one idea, we take another idea, we rock with this one idea until somebody proves the shit wrong. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you have to have the free flow of ideas and shit like that. And I don't believe in bashing everybody when it comes to them having a difference of opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't believe in bashing or negativity point blank period, right? Because I'll tell you just like this, and I talked about this before. Like the dude Derek Jackson, right? So a lot of people be fucking with Derek Jackson because, you know what I'm saying, he the swole, you know what I'm saying, he's a swole black dude, you know what I'm saying, and he always talk. Oh, pause. Right. My man always said, well, whatever. Anyway, so you know what I'm saying, he like what he does is on all his videos, that's what he taught. He always be like, y'all dudes need to get y'allself together because y'all ain't even got no crib. You living with a girl. You know what I'm saying? He always is down in black men in order to try to like big himself up. Mind you, he's a black man.
He's a clout chaser.
Right, exactly. And I think that people like what you're doing is you're attacking the most sensitive parts of people's like emotions, right? So like that's why that shit gets me so mad because the way that men and women are going to be able to start treating each other better ain't by tearing each other down, right? That's some real, because just for example, right? If I'm your brother, right, and I see that you fucked up, right? You gonna listen to me if all I do is just tell you, hey, look, you fucked up, bro. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't never do nothing positive. If all I'm doing is telling you negative things, you either gonna shut me out or you gonna believe it. You know what I'm saying? And that's not gonna help you progress. You know what I'm saying? And anybody that has to speak negatively or downplay somebody else in order to big themselves up, you fake as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I see what your intentions are. Your intentions ain't to help out the black community. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. I don't care who you are. If you got a down talk, just like you have niggas in the hood, right? You'll have like dudes, right? So we both want to talk to the same female. So we got a couple pretty females over there in the corner, right?
Hey, ladies.
Right. Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
So let's say for example, you know what I'm saying? Let's say for example, ladies, you know what I'm saying? Me and him both are trying to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? We both are, physically attracted to you, whatever the case may be. And you're trying to decide on, who it is that you would like to talk to. More than likely, if I come at you straight up and I be like, this, I'm such and such, this is how I feel about you, whatever, you can analyze that and try to, figure out whether it is that, you would like to fuck with me. Now, if he's coming, and I'm not even trying to shit on you, you know what I'm saying? But if he comes at you, and the first thing he got to say, right, he's seeing you talking to me, and the first thing he got to say is, hey, you know, Tim, man, like I'm gonna tell you, he be dogging women out and shit. You know what I'm saying? All he do is la da 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 woo da woo da woo. You know what I'm saying? Like
You just touched the nose, bro.
no,
You
if
just
that's
touched
his
the
first,
nose,
if
bro.
that like, do you,
'Cause that shit
would you
is
fuck
real.
with that? You know what I'm saying? You see through that. Most
That
intelligent
shit is
females gonna
wicked.
see through that.
No
you know
cap.
what I'm saying? That's like,
What is
you know,
it? No cap.
so and that
That's
works
for you.
in every situation, whether it be female to female relationship, friendship to friendship, networking, whatever the case may be. If you have to bring somebody else down in order to big yourself up, what that says about you is that you're insecure. You know what I'm saying? And that you probably don't have much of substance to offer to the person other than trying to tear somebody down. So you don't think that you're good enough. You know what I'm saying, for this girl. You don't think that you're good enough. So what you try to do is bring this man lower, you know what I'm saying, so that you can try to bring yourself up, so that you'll choose me out of, I don't even know, like out of pity or something like that. Out of, oh shit, all I got is these two guys, you know what I'm saying, and this nigga trash. No, that's not how people operate. You know what I'm saying? And people who do that, like, you're gonna have some people that don't really realize it, and they just, you know, they just be like, you know, oh yeah. They, like, to me, you're just not smart enough to, you're not emotionally smart enough, you're not intelligent enough to see that somebody is really trying to manipulate you. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to give you their authentic self. They're manipulating you. They're trying to tear somebody else down.
But
in order to
it's
big themselves
sad though,
up.
because you see that around the whole DMV as though everybody ain't trying to be themselves. They're trying to be something else. Like, I like to preach to DMV artists, not just rappers, everybody, to just be themselves. I mean, don't try to be the next person. Just be yourself. You know, pump up the next person. If the person already, you know, up there, try to get to that person. And if you up there, don't try to bring down the person. Man, come on, I want you up here too. Everybody want to be in the same boat.
Right.
You know, the person that preached that a lot is Fatboy SSE. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
he's
if
a
I'm
wild
up,
dude.
man. If I'm up, man, bring me up there. We can all be up together.
That's
Like,
a fact.
the mountain is for everybody.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I try to do that every day with people, but sometimes, but you gotta understand, but rapping ain't for everybody. Because some people just still the same. I don't want to say no. People still the same flow. It's like,
I mean, look.
I
You
mean,
know,
it's
it's yeah.
the flow
That's
is weird.
obvious.
It sound the same. Like,
Yeah, I mean that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? You really but I could tell you like this to kind of play devil's advocate. A lot of people don't really know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to figure out who you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? I could tell you, I'm 31 years old. My birthday was September 26th. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hope y'all niggas come out to power tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's gonna be lit.
Oh yeah. Shout out my
It's
man
gonna be
Dale in the
real.
back. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
gonna be real.
The leader of power. You know
Everybody
what I'm saying?
know it. Don't try to fake.
I
Don't
can't
try to
get
fake.
in.
It's the hottest thing in the Friday. We're not talking about you, Juwan.
I can't get
You're
in.
gonna get there, okay?
all right.
You're gonna get there. All right?
I'll
We got
get
you.
there.
How old
We
are you,
got
Juwan?
you.
I'm
You're
19.
not gonna say that.
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
you done fucked it up.
He got the
Don't
fresh
do that, man.
19
You gotta
face
hit-
too. Like, he
you
look
see,
like
you gotta hit 21. Don't worry about
21.
21. But I ain't gonna get there. I got something else to do. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying? You gotta
that's-
fake it till you make it.
that's
Gotta
real.
fake it till you make it.
That's absolutely real. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like damn, I lost my train of thought. What the fuck was I talking about?
I don't know.
31 and your birthday.
Ah, 31. Yeah, 31 on my birthday and shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's a fact. That shit happen. I be trying to hold this shit together and shit. I be trying to think, Nah.
You did that to
Nah,
yourself.
that's a fact. Hey, look, that's a fact. I knew when I put the sign up, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get fired up, bro.
It's
I'm
alright
get
though because we all love. It's
Nah,
all love.
it is all love.
Black comedy
Right.
and just black people is all love.
Right, but you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing that a lot these days. I'm seeing, like, a lot of times people say, you know, it's all about crabs in a barrel and shit like that, and niggas ain't. And there's a lot of elements to that's absolutely true. But as far as my experience goes, you know what I'm saying? Like, with me, as far as reaching out, I ain't know nobody. Like, I wasn't like, you know, people knew me if you know, lived around my way and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, cause I did like other shit that, you know, most niggas, I wrestle, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be doing like, you know, jujitsu and shit like that. So most of the people that fuck with, you know what I'm saying, they in that little circle. So people don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, people don't know me. So when I first started doing this shit, you know, I had to reach out with no followers. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I never really fuck with IG.
It's good because you took a chance. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You
And
trying to speak
people
what you
fuck
trying
with
to
it.
do.
Right.
And you kept
Like,
growing your stuff. Right?
And you can't be like, a lot of times you be hesitant on trying to reach out to people because you be like, I don't want this nigga to think I'm on his dick or whatever the case may be. Like you
Man,
know.
look here, man. When I saw your shit with Dave, with APAP and all them, even with my brother, I was like, man, I really fuck with him because he bring out good questions. He's real. He's authentic. Man, so what? He don't got a lot of followers. It don't matter because when you get up there, I'm like, look, I've been fucking with this person before he even got up. You know what I'm saying? Because he's
That's a
real.
fact.
It's
That's a fact.
real. You
That's
in
a-
the city, so it's no like,
Yeah.
oh, this motherfucker's out.
Yeah, you
What-
ain't have
what
to come
David
out. You
say
ain't have to
out,
go. Super Maryland?
Super Maryland.
Right,
He
yeah, I went
Super
out water.
Maryland.
You ain't gotta come all the way out,
Yeah,
Reston, Virginia, to come
you
fuck
right
with
in
me.
the
Man.
city,
We in the heart and shit. You know, and I really appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And I think for other people though, and this is even more important. You can't get mad at people for not fucking with you if they don't see the work that you put in. And that's what I knew off the break when I first started doing this shit. This shit took me like I only been doing this shit for like I say about 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
So you're a
But I-
rookie, but you
that's
learning.
real. And
You
but I
learn
put
as you
two
go.
I put 2 months I put 2 months solid of just doing my research as far as I knew for a fact that I was gonna have to do most of this shit myself. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Monte, shout out to Joe. So these dudes out here been thugging with me since the beginning. But I knew for a fact that like I don't know, like you know what I'm saying, I went to college for public relations. So I got my degree in public relations and I kind of focused on history. But I don't know nothing about I knew very little about video editing. I knew very little about audio and all that and buying the right cameras and all that shit. So I went through a lot of trial and error and I really invested in myself. Like I was waiting on this little business loan, you know what I'm saying, to come through because I knew this was what I wanted to do. And so I was, you know what I'm saying, I was waiting on that to come through and then I applied for a couple grants. Shout out, hey look, people need to understand when you try and start your own business, there is millions of dollars in grants just in DC that never get claimed. Okay? You need to
Millions.
yeah.
Millions.
Million. Million. No, but that's
That I can't
absolutely
touch.
true. But the thing is like people can touch it if you just apply. A lot of times black people don't know that there's these options out here for us. But that being said, I didn't get much from them. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? that being said, I didn't get much.
Touch.
Right, back to that. I didn't get much, but I got something. You know what I'm saying?
BLACK.
But
That's the reason why.
I throw it out there like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was really debating. Now, you know, I've always been a dude that's kind of been up on my credit and I try to be as responsible financially. And, you know, when I was really thinking about it, I was like, you know what? If I'm going to do this shit, I need to do it like, I need to be all in on it. So I said, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Navy Federal. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gave me a loan for $15,000.
Y'all laughing. They
That's
hold
a
you
fact.
down.
No, the real
They
shit.
hold you the
That is a
hell
fact.
down,
That,
bruh.
like it's pros and cons to it, but I tell you like this: if you fuck with Navy Federal, if you're not trying to fuck up you're not trying to cash no bullshit checks, and you deal with your credit correctly, the only time they gonna fuck with you if you don't pay your bill. So, you know, be up on that. But them niggas fuck with me off the strength. I had $15K in my account off the same day applying for that shit. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's a fucking fact. You know what I'm saying? Credit score ain't super
I'm a
up
liability.
there. Yeah, I mean, you know, my credit score ain't super up there, but it ain't no 800. But you know, 7 something gonna get you. They gonna throw you that, and so they seven they gonna throw you that. Yeah,
Throw me $1.
man,
Something.
Look, I'm broke now because I done spent all of it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but you did it for the right reason.
Right, and that's a fact. So I just went out there and I invested all the run. So when I came through, I was doing it straight out my apartment when I stayed out Forest Creek, and I was doing all them joints straight out the apartment and shit. And you know, fucking like I just reached out to Banner. Shout out Banner was the first like Banner, you know what I'm saying, Kokomo and a couple others. But really Banner, like that was one of the first one of the niggas that just fuck with me off the strength. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just, I'd say, as far as one of the realest, humblest dudes, and Banner the type of nigga that will fucking don't really know you, check you out, see that you moving, and then he'll goddamn be like, oh yeah, he'll come fuck with you, and then tell other people about you. That's how I end up getting linked up with Loso. That's how I end up getting linked up with
that's
all like.
Exactly the reason how you supposed to do it.
That's
it's
how you
called
do it.
Networking.
Loso hooked me up with little Chris
That
TLB.
network is a hell of a drug. I'm telling you, man.
That's a fact. You know.
I mean, shit. Juwan hit me up on IG, be like, man, I like your shit. Hey, let's collab. And I'm like, shit, let's collab. And then next thing you know, when we already set the date. Hey, let's do this shit Friday. Motherfucker, come on with me. Hey, bro, you fuck with Juwanuwild? I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm like, that nigga got 20K. Like, you fucking with him? I'm like, damn, bro.
Pause for a second. How the fuck did you get 20K?
Like he just said, networking, telling people follow me. Like I'm never afraid to walk up to you and say, okay, what's your Instagram? That's one of the things you can't be nervous about putting that hand out there. You know what I'm saying? Closed mouths don't get fed. You know what I'm saying? So that's real. This man got 20K out this bitch. All right.
And I didn't even know that until after I'm like, look,
right.
let's do it. I see your video, let's do it. I don't even look at people's followers. Cause at that point, like, if you trying, I don't care if you got 200 followers. If you trying, I'm
You're
willing
putting
to
in
work
work,
with you. You know
right?
what I'm
That's
saying?
a fact. That's a
Like
fact.
that's collab together. Let's put our minds together and let's direct this shit.
Yeah,
That's
some
a
shout outs also.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh
sure.
yeah. I mean, you
Add
got to
some
do
shout
some
outs to
marketing
that.
and promotion.
Oh, yeah,
It's
all day.
complicated, but you got it. Like it's a lot of shit that you got to do. You know what I'm saying? In order to get your name out there. So that's really sweet. And then this is another, I think, another important point. So like, look, I have people that be coming at me since, like, I could say Monte scene, like fucking in the past month, like I had like what 50 followers, like 2 months ago. Now I got 1,700. Like, so, you know, one thing that I seen, like, all of a sudden out of nowhere, and just in the past like 2-3 weeks, niggas hit me up. Yeah, I'm trying to get an interview. La da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So I've really been able now to kind of like judge and shit and
Weigh it out.
right, but the thing about it is that I want to see motherfuckers that just like me, like, you know what I'm saying. I want to see that you're serious and you working. You know what I'm saying? And
you want to
like,
push
don't
out, not
like
just get clout.
exactly
It's about pushing out. Like
exactly.
That's how
like the
this
shit
shit
with the comedy game, it is not easy. And anybody can tell you that it's not easy. It's just that, are you willing to take a risk? Even if that blows up in your face, are you willing to come back? That's the thing. If you really with it, are you willing to come back, to go harder, to learn from your mistake? Because I don't know how my first stand is gonna be, but I'm gonna tell my story. I'm already got some jokes that I'm writing down. So hopefully this should give a laugh. If
when is that? When is that joint?
October 18th.
October 18th.
Like
What
the
day
Big
is that?
Chief.
Can I get
It's
in?
on a Thursday.
I
Can
mean,
I get in?
Can you get in?
Yeah.
Oh, Fat Draco. That's what you got. Fat Draco, my man. You already know.
I gotta get him. I gotta get him on there. He's a funny ass dude too.
Vanilla Fatback. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he trying to get you all the way. He trying to get you.
Y'all know what it is, man.
Nah.
Fat Draco. I seen his shit. I like this shit. You know what I'm saying? He's real. Along with Goofy. Along with A-Pap.
And they just real. That's one of the things I've been really surprised at. Like, you'll think that, like, because dudes got these certain amount of clout and these certain amount of followers that
but
they not like they kind of Hollywood.
What I don't get is some people comment like, when they promote, like, hey, they want to do a skit promote or some stuff like that. I'm like, your price too high. Why? Why
get
not?
the fuck out of my face.
Like, if you don't have the money, just don't say nothing. Don't say nothing at all. If you got the money, hey, I got $100. Let's do a skit together. Right. If you want that, you want that exposure.
Right.
Do it, because I'm collecting money to do something with A-Pap and Dave. If I got to put up $200, give them $100 each, I'm gonna do it, like, because I'm trying to put myself out there to.
And it's not really about the money. It's about like it's about the money for a certain degree, but it really is what it's about. Is it shows that you're really serious about this, because I have endless motherfuckers that be like, yeah, I want to come on the show, wrap it up with you and this and that. And I'll be like, all right, bet, let me call me. You know what I'm saying? Call me. Let's have a conversation. And niggas can't even have a conversation on the phone. Like, I did a show yesterday where we brought the podcast equipment in and Dynamic Lounge, right? So I got to interview a lot of
we was at Dynamic.
Yeah, we was at Dynamic. We set it up.
That's one hell of a drug.
Yeah, that joint, like, it's a nice little chill spot. Shout out Dynamic, shout out Elway, shout out Keys to the City, man. They fuck with me off the strength. We gonna have Elway on this joint pretty soon. Like, so we had, I think I interviewed like probably like 10 people. I gave everybody like a little 5-10 minutes and shit. And the one thing you could see is that, like, people wasn't even like you trying to promote yourself and you're not even truly prepared. This I could tell you're not really working. You're not even truly prepared to talk about what it is that you do. I'll be like, all right, so, you know what I'm saying? So you rap, all right, that's a bet. So, how long you been rapping? Where you want to go with this shit? Hey, look, man, we just trying to motherfucking do it for the DMV, cuz I'm just trying to get this bread off. You know what I'm saying? We out here, we gonna get rich. First, we going to first thing is gonna be Dynamic Lounge. Next thing you know, we gonna be playing at the Capitol Center. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how we do. I'll be like, all right.
They skipping like 1,000.
Yeah, you skipping like 1,000 steps, cuz you skip. We had one dude that was on the bar, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just keep it 1,000. I mean, I'm gonna cut him in the joint, but like, we had one dude at the bar, so he go to the bar, and I guess he said he spent like $300. I talked to the motherfucking bartender at the end of the joint. This nigga ain't spend nowhere closer than they spent like $40. So the nigga,
Exposed.
Do we not just keep it 1,000? Are we gonna keep it 1,000?
We gonna keep it 1,000,
Don't shoot
but
me though. Don't shoot
exposed.
me. I'm just keeping it. Look.
Don't at him. No cap.
Exactly.
We start
But like,
saying
so
no
he
What
cap,
is it?
nigga.
No cap.
he was running. He was like he was bogarting his way trying to get an interview towards the end and shit. Like, and you know, so I was like, all right, so come, mind you, he already pilt. So I'm like, if you wanna like put your shit off, why are you pilt? You know what I'm saying? Why you fucked all the way up? So he like, all right, we're gonna get an interview and shit like that. All right, bet. Yeah, so he really bogarted his way because it was other niggas in the way, and I'm not controlled. I was letting Elway kind of pick out who I was doing. So he comes in there, he's like, all right, bet. So you know,
he's fucked up. That's why
Yeah,
he did it.
yeah.
That Hendawg fucked him way up.
$40.
yeah,
I
man.
feel it. I'm
No,
about
it's
to
probably
say
the
some
Amsterdam. No, it's probably the Amsterdam. Nah, I'm fucking with you. I don't know what he's
Oh
drinking.
my God.
I don't know what he's drinking. I'm not. You know, no shit. But yeah. So it was like you came through, and then like you really had nothing to say about your music. Like how does your music? Like obviously there was 20 rappers here. You know what I'm saying? It was endless other people here. Like how do you differentiate your music from somebody else's? Why should I listen to you and I don't know you and there's 1,000 other DMV rappers in the city? What makes you different? Oh, you from the hood? So
And
what?
that's the biggest question.
We all from
people
the
can't
hood.
answer.
You from the hood? So what? You trap? So the fuck what? Everybody does. You know what I'm saying? I like when we was talking with Dale, that whole trap shit. Like I be trying to tell niggas that look, y'all not smart enough to trap. All right, like just I'll break it down. Dale said break it down. This is why you're not smart enough to trap. See, people think that they fucked up in school and they wasn't smart in math, so then they could come through and start selling weed or coke or anything like that.
Amen.
And let me tell you why that is. Oh shit, that's not shit. Oh, okay. Hey Monte, answer that. That's motherfucking Yusuf and shit. My bad. But so
sorry, y'all.
nah, y'all good. But fucking so this is why you're not smart enough. I know, right? This is why you're not smart enough to trap, right? Because number one, if you're gonna, and this, you know, because I used to sell, and I used to like real life, like when I was in college, used to sell weed, used to sell and when I used to write my shit down in books because I would try to figure out, like, you know what I'm saying, how am I gonna like from a financial aspect, how am I gonna graduate? Because all rappers say go from an ounce to a whole thing, which I do realize is the biggest fucking lie in the fucking world. It's not just an ounce to a whole thing unless your cousin already has a whole thing that he's just gonna throw you. You have to graduate. All right, so let's put the numbers out there, right? All right, so I'm gonna take it back to when I was selling tree in fucking like, you know, back in 2008, 2009. All right, so a pound was 1,000, right? A pound is 1,000. You know what I'm saying? You probably sell each ounce for about, you know what I'm saying, like $180. All right, so cool. Pounds 1,000. All right, weed is probably most likely gonna double your money, right? Unless you break it all the way down. But all right, so 16, you got 28 grams in an ounce, 16 ounces in a pound. Cool. If you break that shit all the way down, you just paid 1,000, you probably could get 2,200 off of it. But how many transactions you gotta go through, right? I just said 28 grams. Take away 5 grams for the sticks and the seeds. Like I'm talking about Reggie, so you know, but it's the same concept. Take away 5 grams for that. All right, so now you got 20 grams to work with, right? If you sell them all at dimes and break it all the way down, you're talking about 20 transactions. 20 transactions times 16 is whatever, it's 200 something transactions. So you got to go through 200 something transactions to make roughly $1,300 of profit, right? How long is it going to take you to do that? Probably 2 weeks, right? So in 2 weeks you just made $800 per week. You could be, that's $17 an hour. That's working a job, right? And then people don't
I see why he went to college.
right. And so
I'm learning right now.
Right, it's real
I'm
shit.
putting it in my brain.
It don't make sense because even with that, see, I'm still you working on a fixed equation because you're not factoring in the bags you have to do, the travel, you know what I'm saying? And then what happens is once you graduate, right? So let's say I done worked all the shit out. I done moved from an ounce to a QP to a whole. Then you know what I'm saying? I'm starting to move to, you know, pound 1 to 5, right? So now you got to find a nigga. If you trying to buy 5 pounds, you have to find a nigga who has 5 pounds. And if he has 5 pounds, then more than likely he has 100. And the way these
That's
niggas
a whole
work,
fucking career.
dog,
And
that's real as shit. And so now how you gonna find a dude, right? Unless you have a cousin, which is rare, but unless you have somebody that really fucks with you and is moving weight, you know what I'm saying? You can find somebody that got an ounce. You can find somebody that got a pound if you look hard enough. But to find somebody who got 5 or 10, how you gonna find them? So then you got to start networking. And in the process of networking, you trying to buy 5 pounds, each of them 1,000. So now you got to have 500 on you cash. You know what I'm saying? To meet a nigga that you don't really even know, and he don't really even know you like that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to find this dude, and that transaction has to go through smoothly. You know what I'm saying?
Because one thing, you gotta know if you're serious, because he's not gonna invest in you if you're not serious.
Exactly. But this is not even invest. I don't want nobody to invest in me if I'm selling drugs, because this is how they started to do. So, all right, he'd be like, oh, yeah. I mean, you know, you fuck with my little man, you know what I'm saying? So that's cool. I get, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm going to do. You go ahead and buy this 5. I'm going to give you another. And I'd be like, oh, no, I don't even want another. Nah, that's just the way I work. You know what I'm saying? So that's what these dudes. Now, mind you, they got 100 on them. So they try and get that shit off as much as they can. So if they don't know you, they going to throw you the 5 off the strength. You know what I'm saying? They need your address. They need, you know what I'm saying? They need all this information about you, because what's going to happen is they're going to give you the 5. And then if something happens, they're going to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Imagine, I know niggas that'll kill a nigga for 1,000. If a nigga steal $1,000 from you, nigga fucking shitted me on fucking $40, and I'm like, so I gotta get this nigga fucking head, bro. Like, so if you imagine, you know what I'm saying, you done spent you done got your 5, and now you holding a whole nother nigga 5 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to get that shit off, and the variables that comes in between that, you know what I'm saying, is now you went from fucking 200 plus transactions to 1,000 plus transactions you got to go to. You know what I'm saying? So you can either skim on your money and wholesale it, 7s, you know, QPs, whatever the case, but you're cutting into your money. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you're working with a lot of weight that you got to have to carry around. All these anything can happen in between that. And it's happened to me before. Anything can happen. Nigga come through, rob you, you know what I'm saying? You could just fuck around, be bullshitting in the cop. You know what I'm saying? Cops pull you over, you go to jail. Just because you go to jail with all that shit doesn't mean my man isn't coming back to get his bread. He don't even know you like that. So I said all that to say this. You see all those variables that happen with that, you know what I'm saying? You have to be a genius. The niggas that do it, these dudes that end up being big time drug dealers, you could talk about Alpo, Rayful Emmons, all these dudes. These dudes have IQs of over 150. You know what I'm saying? Like they tested these niggas in jail. These guys are incredibly smart. You know what I'm saying? And they still got fucked up in the game. You know what I'm saying? So just think about it yourself. Are you that smart? No, you are not. And that's why when I started getting there, I was like, you know what? This probably ain't for me. The cost variables involved just ain't for me. And I think of life as like a poker game, right? Because look, sometimes you get, I don't know if people play cards and shit, but I think of life as a poker game. Look, you can get aces out the buck. Sometimes you're born rich. Sometimes you're born with a lot of advantages and shit. And sometimes you ain't got shit. That doesn't mean that you can't win this hand. You know what I'm saying? It just means that you have to play the hand as best as you can. You know what I'm saying? With the cards that you're dealt.
I think my father told me that one time.
That's a fact. And you have to think of life as that. You have to think of life as playing the best hand. You can't just look at 2-3 offsuit and say, well, fuck it, because that's what a lot of my friends did. You know what I'm saying? They fucking, I ain't even gonna say friends, because these dudes is
that's why
friends.
Sometimes selling shit ain't for everybody.
It's really for nobody. It's really for
you're right about
it's really
that,
for 0.0. It's for those geniuses guys that have figured out how to get away with it.
And they still get caught. This shit is hard.
I ain't gonna jinx my men, but I know they out here still making money. Stacks.
I mean, I'm sure
it's nice. It's nice, but you never know. Motherfucker be like, I know his name, I know his address. I'm just waiting for the right time.
And you might be that trill nigga that you got your shit together, and even when you can do it, being able to so let's say you're making money and you got stacks. That is beautiful for today. That's beautiful for
spend
tomorrow.
that stack.
Even if they benefited their kids and they got a house.
That's fair. No, that's fair. No, I'm giving you all of that. I give you all of that.
Can you play smart with it?
Not even for me, it's like, how are you going to be able to do this long term? Are you not like how are you going to be able to do this from now? You're 25. You're going to be able to do this when you're 42? Are you like in order for you to even get to where you're at right now, assuming that you can buy a house and pay for your kids, you are incredibly lucky. You ain't just smart, but you're lucky. So you think your luck is going to translate, you know what I'm saying? Like over the course of 20 plus years where you can retire out the shit.
That's the
niggas don't even be having plans. Niggas don't even be like, all right, I get a whole 100,000. Like, I'm gonna save this shit up so then I can move into something that's a lot more safer. These niggas just be like, I'm a trap. You know You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it in. Like that's how I know these niggas. Like I ask little young niggas around the way. They be like, yeah, man, I got the tree for sale. I be like, oh yeah, what you gonna do with that? He's like, man, I'm gonna just get it and flip. I be like, oh, okay, all right. This like this whole spiel, I usually can't. I try to go into the spill. You know what I'm saying? But these niggas, like a lot of times they'll listen. Sometimes they do though. Sometimes they
honestly,
do.
I don't like saying that, man. I don't like to see, cause it can be a fucking 13-year-old out here selling, and it just look like, man, that could be my brother, that could be my son.
Right.
It hurts because it just like drugs is flooding the whole black community, and then the way that I forgot, I saw it on Instagram, but I forgot who said it. That I think it was in Baltimore or something like that. They were trying to legalize weed, and it was like, hey, white people have been doing it for so long and never got caught.
Right.
It's been flooded in the black community. They always get caught. Why can't we just make it legal? So because we've been doing it for so long. This has been a white councilman that's been talking about it. It happened with the white that never got caught, but have been caught. If you get what I'm saying, they got away with it. But if a black person get caught, they get incarcerated for, I don't know.
Yeah,
2
I mean,
years,
and
3
you know,
years,
they're
but the shit,
it's going away. They're making laws now. Like I mean, it's going in a trend where they're leaving weed alone. They're starting to, you know, DC got the joint where you can have like I think an ounce on you, 2 ounces, right? Yeah, okay. So you got 2 ounces on you, and you know, you ain't. I don't think you got it bagged up though. You know what I'm saying?
You can have it bagged up.
Each gram bagged.
Nah, you can't have it bagged up.
It's gonna count as distribution. Yeah.
Right, so that you can't have it bagged up. You know what I'm saying? That's why usually niggas will be on the block with the whole thing on it. You know what I'm saying? When you go to buy trees.
See, what I would try to do if you guys want to play smart. I mean, weed is legal. I wouldn't try to sell it to people but some people got to make some type of money. But if you're a good man, if you know how to grow the weed the proper way, not the K2 zombie mode.
That's a
Yeah, not that mode.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Not that mode. You don't want. Hey. This is serious. Me and my brother, man, we out here getting a bottle of Henny. I'm trying to pull in my driveway. I see a dude just stuck like.
Oh yes.
My brother like, you alright, bro? You alright? Huh? I'm like, oh my god.
The shit you posted yesterday.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we
it
can
was
talk,
serious.
we can talk about that K2 shit, man. Has K2 changed? Is it something new? Because like it seems like now niggas are like niggas are like
boy, that's like
niggas,
a domino effect. That's
like
like a
whatever's in the
effect.
K2 right now, that shit is like that shit on some fucking
They have to be
bath salt
friends
shit.
because they would look like they all lined up together.
Hey, Monte had a video of cuz this nigga was at the bus stop standing up straight up. Remember you posted a video. Oh, he was on a bike. He was on a bike and shit.
You ever seen a dude on K2? You ever seen a dude on K2 trying to walk down the steps?
I ain't see that.
It would never fall. You know what I'm saying? They are walking down. They body whole body like this, and it's just like
that's how people used to be on heroin though. That's the part I didn't understand because you know heroin
is something way different than the K2 because it's more like it's no weed a part of that. It's nothing but chemical and more chemical.
What you talking? You talking about K2 or heroin?
K2.
Oh right.
It's nothing but chemical. If you think about it, they put flavor in the chemical to make it smell.
I mean, to be honest, we have no idea what's in K2. We have no idea. You know what I'm saying? It's
K2. If without the mixture of the smell and everything, it don't smell like nothing. It's like you're smoking nothing, but you will feel everything.
So let's play devil's advocate with the you know what I'm saying? Because let's not just demean all drug users. What drugs have you done other than weed? Let's not just demean everyone.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't do drugs.
I don't smoke.
All right, so we're gonna keep it 100. We're gonna keep it 100 on this podcast.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you
I'll be the only.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You know, I got people that smoke. It's legal, so I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I tell them the thing is like, you gonna smoke, don't smoke around me. I got a good job.
Smoke what? What?
Weed don't smoke shit around me. I don't.
Yeah.
You can smoke.
I mean, I can't. I work for
cigarette.
Metro, so that shit.
You can smoke. I get that. That shit is true. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you can come to a club you can catch contact anywhere because it's legal.
Yeah,
you can
but
definitely
like
go
they,
to a club and catch it, but it's not.
but this is the thing about that. Like, but they do allow when they do drug tests, they do allow a certain amount of because I could just walk past you and it's gonna be in my system.
That's
So
correct.
they could tell whether you're smoking based on the amount that's in there. But the question was, what drugs have you done other than weed?
I
Have you done,
never, I
never did anything?
hell
All right, so
no.
it's gonna be the Tempo keeping it 1,000 podcast. You know what I'm saying? Now he already said he done. All right, so like one thing that I noticed when I was in college is that there's a lot of certain drugs are taboo in the black community that aren't taboo at all in the white community. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when I was in college, like, and my man, I ain't even go when I was selling tree and shit. My man used to sell X. You know what I'm saying? And so X used to be the fuck man. I'm gonna keep it like if you went to college and come on, bro. I'm gonna
Go
keep
ahead,
it.
take a
I
drink,
used to have
bro.
a good. Nah, I can't even drink. I can't even. I wish I
Oh,
could.
yeah,
I wish I
forgot,
could. I
I
can't
forgot.
even.
I'm sorry.
I've been like I haven't done that. I haven't done none of this shit since college. But I can tell you like this is like, man, ecstasy used to have me fucking lit. Like lit. And I tell you this how it was. Like the joint used to be like this is what it'd do. You know how when you get drunk, you got a little, especially when you drink like let's say Hennessy, you buzz.
Had him lit.
Lit. The joint used to, because it was like it takes down all your inhibitions and shit. Like, especially if you talk to a lot of scientists and shit, they say they like trying certain drugs like MDMA, because that's really what ecstasy is. MDMA. They use MDMA for the reason it was created was for soldiers with PTSD, because what it does is it attacks your serotonin and it makes everything all the problems that you had without the other shit that other drugs do. So you're not gonna be fucking like wilding or doing no other shit. You're just gonna feel love for everybody and everything. That's just it's all love.
I think they stopped that. Then they stopped that, right?
They stopped what?
With the military.
They
Because
stopped
I got
using.
a
No,
lot
they still clinic. I mean, they don't use it commercially, but they like.
Nah, they don't do that no more.
That might be
Am I
right.
correct?
That might be right.
My girl brother, he been in the military. He got PS.
So
I still got the shit. I got the
Right.
shit too, but I'm not taking that shit.
So they used to.
This is
Well, I know
my
they used to.
ecstasy right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a
Right.
sponsor.
But
Hennessy, look out.
And I'll tell the negative aspects to it too is because one of the big things about it is that with anything whether it comes to alcohol, number one, alcohol should be a Schedule 1 drug off the top. Weed shouldn't. Alcohol really should, because alcohol kills more people per year you're talking about by 1,000. Number one, weed has never been it's been researched, and weed has never authentically killed anybody at
been
all.
a proven fact.
Right. Alcohol kills millions of people in the United States every year. But and if you look at the actual like statistics as far as people that die, alcohol is up there. Tobacco is up there.
And people talking
Cocaine,
about
actually, it's down here.
a
You
lot
know
of
what I'm
people
saying?
saying it's not addictive. I think
What's not addictive?
alcohol.
That's a
I
lie.
think it is definitely the truth. They're trying to find a reason why alcohol is addictive. And,
But it is. It is though.
They're trying to find that reason. You get what I'm saying?
What this? All right, so I'll say this. This is why things become addictive, right? And it's the same thing with ecstasy. And I'll just
I
finish
think
it
it
up.
go by emotion.
Exactly. Like you touched on. What happens is when people. This is how people get addicted to weed too. People can get addicted to almost anything, because what happens is when it depends on how you. This is how some people can do cocaine. I haven't done cocaine, but like this is how people
He
can.
made it straight and clear.
Very clear. But this is the thing. I know a lot of white people. I know a lot of white people in school that did it here and there and never got addicted to it. Like the whole stigma on how you get addicted to things is all like socially is all wrong. And the
Never done cocaine.
It's gonna keep coming.
Hey, that's all good. We're gonna keep it back. But the reason why things become addictive is like this is how you know you're probably addicted to weed is because when you emotionally when let's say you're going through something, you're going through some struggles, right? And you have a lot of emotional pain, right? So if every time that you go through emotional pain you smoke weed, now weed is tied to you feeling better. Right? So every time you feel emotionally fucked up, you're gonna do pain. I mean, you're gonna do weed. And the same thing with alcohol. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with alcohol. Every
You gotta
time
bloop that. You're gonna do pain.
same thing. No, same thing. But anything, any substance that you're using to try to to mask pain will ultimately turn into an addiction. You know what I'm saying? That's how some people can drink socially and don't be at home and just out here drinking. I mean, out here just drinking by yourself. And that's how you can kind of tell whether you're addicted. If you're at home and you know what I'm saying, you got a drink to go to sleep. If you smoking weed and you can't even function socially, you can't even be like, man, I can't even go out unless I hit a J. Like, y'all about to go do something, nigga. Like, oh, hold up, cuz I gotta go hit a J real quick, young.
Yeah, I know.
That's how you know you're addicted.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why I think no matter what shit you take, it's just like, how do you go about taking it?
Right.
If you taking it just to have fun
socially
and relax, that's cool.
Exactly.
But if you taking it to like, man, my girlfriend done fuck my whole circle, I am gonna take this drink and I'm gonna forget about it. You're gonna constantly saying, I need to forget about it.
Right.
I need to forget about it, and I need to forget about it.
Right.
Instead of just like,
because your problems don't go
fun.
away. They don't go away just because you smoke tree. They don't go away just because you did ecstasy. And I'm not trying to put up fucking promotion out here for ecstasy because it has a lot of trade-offs. Look, what happens is it attacks your serotonin level just like alcohol does to a certain degree, and you feel real. Y'all gonna let me finish this? And it makes you feel real happy. But on the other side, as soon as you've used up, serotonin is a natural chemical that you have in your brain to make you feel good.
How happy you be?
I'm good now. You know what I'm saying? I'm good now.
I'm gonna flip this interview around.
They ain't gonna let me finish.
When you had that ecstasy, how happy you be?
Man, you
be Project X.
You just be like you can go up to any girl, no matter what the fuck. You can go up to any. I was in the club. These niggas like, it's dangerous though. It's niggas out here walking with their girl, and I'd be like, oh yeah, hold on 1 second. I just wanted to say that you look real nice today. You know what I'm saying? They're like, no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Like I was doing that shit.
Smooth
you know,
operator.
like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? But that's not dangerous. You know what I'm saying? But that inhibition is gone. But what happens
you gonna have a bitch look back like, say something else again.
I mean, man, that shit used to get me. Like I said, but that's how you could get addicted to it, because what happens is, like, soon as you come down, right, it's the worst come down in the world, because at least with alcohol, right, or other things, like when you wake up in the morning, you might have a headache, right? Yeah. But you're not gonna feel depressed, and that's what happens that's why it fucks people up, because you've used up all your serotonin to be happy. Now the next day you're depressed as fuck. Like you just be like, and then your problems that you had yesterday, they still here. The problems are still here. So now you feel even like that's how people like fuck around and kill themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because like most of the time, people that are depressed, they have a chemical imbalance. And they don't produce right. They don't produce as much serotonin as they need in order to be able to function properly. So basically, you know what I'm saying? So since you're gonna feel depressed, what you're gonna do is the next day you're gonna be like, man, and it's gonna take you out all day. For the whole next day, it's gonna take you out. Like you ain't like with alcohol, usually like around 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon, your headache done gone by, you feeling back good. Ecstasy, no, you're gonna be like, because it's emotional, like now you're just depressed, you kind of just chilling around, you don't have no energy because you probably drunk with it, probably smoke weed with it, and your body is just tired, and you're not only are you tired, but you're depressed. And so the only thing that's gonna get you lit again is to do some more ecstasy. Another one. And then what happens is people end up being like, this is how you get addicted to it, because now you're not happy at all whenever you don't do it. That's a fact. That's a fact.
This is not a stand up, man.
Right? No, this is a fact. These are facts that are going on.
This is real.
These are facts.
This is depression right here.
Right.
And depression, fucking joke. You hear me?
Depression is something that people go through. Like
real.
And I even try to address it. Like a lot of times in the Black community, we don't address some of the. Like we feel like at least, and I think that stigma's going away, but a lot of times we go through a lot more shit than any other race, especially in America. And we go through the same emotional problems that white people do. You know what I'm saying? That anybody other race do. And even more so, because a lot of times we're not financially able to take care of ourselves, and we have to struggle to make ends meet. So we tend to be depressed a lot more than anybody else, but we can't show it. We can't tell our mans, hey, look, I just went to therapy. I mean, I tell all these niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? I go to therapy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see, because I'm just trying to build myself to be the best possible self that I can. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be insecure about anything. I don't want to have anything from my past that's going to hold me from being the best self that I could be today. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I really promote mental health. I promote, like, you know what I'm saying? People really analyzing why is it why are you sad sometimes? You know what I'm saying? Why are you fucked up? You know what I'm saying? It's not just the world. It's not just the world is fucked up. A lot of times it's because of the things that you went through and your ability not to really cope with them. And then you throw that on with alcoholism. You throw it on with your addiction to marijuana or whatever your addiction is. You know what I'm saying? And you never really address it. And that's why you see people that be out here 40-some years old that just be, you just be like, damn, you miserable as fuck. Yeah, like don't you hate seeing like people that just you be like, why are you so fucking miserable, bro? You know what I'm saying? Because they never address those problems. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's the reason why I love stand up, because it brings
that's
it
why
out.
comedy's so important.
It's like, look, I'm going through some shit, but I'm gonna push it out to make you guys laugh and make me feel comfortable.
Mhm.
That's why I fuck with Kevin Hart. I fuck with Bernie Mac. Rest in peace,
what?
Bernie Mac.
Man, legend.
I fuck with him. I fuck with old boy Cat Williams. I don't know what he's doing right now.
The drugs.
He's trying to downgrade.
We were just talking about the
a
drugs.
female celebrity, but I still fuck with you. Gotta chill with that, bro.
And we could talk about that before
Understand
we close it out. As far as like, and that was what I was talking about, tearing other people down to try to promote yourself. You know, that's one of the reasons why people fuck with Tiffany Haddish so hard, is because, you know, she's number one, she's been through a lot of the shit that either we went through or that other people around us go through. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Growing up in the foster care system, you know what I'm saying? Not really having a solid, stable home and having to fend for yourself on everything. And she keeps a positive attitude about everything. And so for Cat Williams,
everybody.
I mean,
that's the thing I like. She
to
loves
be able,
everybody.
and that's nothing short of a miracle, because I know people that done went through it and they have a justified reason for being a miserable, bullshitting ass motherfucker, you know, because I know niggas that motherfucking their moms was a crackhead, was out here had them looking crazy out here all their life, never took care of them, you know what I'm saying, never brought them to the dentist, so now they 19 and they motherfucking they shit already fucked up, you know what I'm saying?
My shit is fucked up. The shit is real.
You ain't as fucked up as I, you know what I'm saying?
It's fucked up.
You straight, bro. But
hey, I'm going straight. I'm going. What's my boy name? Cricket Smile. You know what I'm talking about. J. Cole.
I mean, dude, exactly.
It's
Exactly. So, you know, I know people that motherfucking that have dealt with so much like tragedy that they can't even see a perspective of how life can be fruitful and it can be beautiful and how we need to appreciate what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So to see people out here that have that positive mindset, they're like heroes in a sense. You know what I'm saying? We look to them to be able to give us inspiration. You know what I'm saying? That's what Tiffany Haddish does. You know what I'm saying? That's what Kevin Hart does. You know what I'm saying? Always talking positivity. And that's why I ain't fuck with that Cat Williams shit, because you can see what happens is, number one, obviously money doesn't make you happy. You know what I'm saying?
Like bragging about it.
Right. And he out here putting them down for no reason. No,
man, don't get me wrong. I don't fuck with his idea, but I do fuck with his craft.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's a legend.
World, I do
He's
fuck
a legend.
with him, but don't ever try to downgrade. Okay, she don't have a lot of stand up. Okay, she probably not the biggest stand up. That's cool.
You
but
just hate. You just hating, bro.
She came from nothing. You get what I'm saying? Celebrate, like, look, you came from nothing. Oh, you have your little. Everybody has their little doubt. Cat Williams on drugs. Nobody talking about that no more. We still fuck with you.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? If she don't do a lot of stand up, that's still cool. A lot of motherfuckers don't do stand up.
But she growing, bro. She grown.
She just started, right?
Right. A lot of people don't do stand up.
No. She been doing it for a minute, but she just kind of popped. She been doing stand up. She been working hard for a minute. And that's why I fuck Kevin Hart, because he was talking about, this is the main thing, and we gonna kind of close it on this. Look, the reality is if you want to be able to better your life, then you have to take responsibility for the things that have happened. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at every situation like it was somebody else's fault, right? Like, because that's what our culture tells us to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's somebody else's fault. Like, it's you ain't get on the show because the promoter was hating on you. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't get your followers up because people ain't out here listening. Motherfuckers be fucking with niggas that everybody fuck with. Like, take responsibility for the things that you've done. You know what I'm saying? And once you do that, then you can try to be somebody better. But thank you guys for coming. This was lit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got me telling on myself. You know what I'm saying? Let's go and get the dap up real quick. Thank you for coming through. Thank you, young brother. All right, so everybody knows. Tell everybody where they can follow you. I'm gonna throw y'all a little shit right here, but like, you know what I'm saying, the little insignias and shit. But go ahead, tell everybody where they can follow you at.
You can follow me on IG, man. At that's with an S, not with a D, for all you THATS.
Your name
_ Wildnhenndawg. Wildnhen with an N at the end of wild. Wildnhenndawg, 2 N's,
It's gonna be right there.
dog.
Exactly.
You know
Like, it's
what I'm
gonna be right here.
This
It's
is
gonna be right here.
I,
Don't
know,
even
I
worry
wish I
about
had a little ball to jump on it. Yeah, you can follow me there. Bro.
All
I
right.
appreciate that.
You can follow me on Instagram at Juwanuwild. It is Juwan. The letter
Say it
U,
again.
WILD. That's what.
Yeah.
Yes, I spelled it right.
That's a little wild.
It's gonna be right
That's a
underneath
little
it,
wild.
too. Right,
That's
right.
a little wild right there.
Right, but thank y'all for coming through, man. This is another episode of the Tempo Show, man. DMV Speaks. We are going to holler at you. All right?
Clearly, Scott.